My name's Brock Furness. We're here at my family farm at Bena. We're beef farmers that specialise in fattening cattle for a grass-fed market. We have roughly 600 acres here at this property, turn over roughly about 1,000 head a year, all for fattening into grass-fed programs. Here in Gippsland, we find the pasture here grows pretty well, especially in autumn and spring. Really nutritious feed grows naturally. Strategy is rotational grazing, trying to maximise how much grass we can grow and how efficiently we can use it. We also utilise strip grazing, and then we also try and find British bred cattle with high genetic value, so making sure that their marbling figures are right, their growth figures are right, and they're also the right kind of cattle. We don't want cattle that are wild and are going to give us problems in the cattle yards or out in the paddock. Our philosophy behind our regenerative grazing, if we don't cut any fodder off these paddocks, there should be minimal nutrition loss out of the soil, and therefore when we strip graze, it concentrates the urine and dung on an area that will then go back into the soil and there'll be minimal loss of nutrient. Therefore, your soil will stay healthy and still grow good amounts of grass. So we look to supplement feed like we did this last year when we're in dry conditions, but we also supplement feed through winter just to get those animals out and get them finished due to being cold and there's less grass around, so it makes it easier to finish them on the pasture-based pellets. The Regenerative Never Ever program, it's a grass-fed, antibiotic-free, certified humane program. It aligns with us well here just due to our pasture-based system aligns with it, but also the certified humane just means that the cattle that we buy, we know they've been treated humanely for their entire life. It's sort of a feel-good thing for us. We know that the person who bred those cattle has bred them in a certain way that looks after their welfare, and then that can continue when they get here.
In these areas like Bena in South Gippsland that grow a lot of grass, there's a much more heavy emphasis on grass-fed beef. At Ridley we have our Pasture Beef 15 product, which is a great product to use in conjunction with your pasture when trying to finish cattle. Barastoc Pasture Beef 15 is a supplementary feed. It's a product that is GMO-free, uses only raw materials that are ticked off by grain-free programs such as the Never Ever program at Greenham.
So we use Ridley's Barastoc Pasture Beef pellets. We find them quite good just due to the effort Ridley's put into developing the pellet, making sure that it suits our requirements for our cattle. The performance we see out of the pasture beef pellets, it can vary season to season, but in a good season we can expect to see 2 kilos plus of weight gain per day, where we want to see it in a good season. They take to it within 2 to 3 weeks. All of them are normally feeding on that. I think they find it quite palatable and they take to it quite quickly. When I order my pasture beef pellets from Ridley's, normally I'll give my rep Tristan either a phone call or a message. He's quite easy to deal with, he has very good customer service skills. It's organised within a couple of hours, we'll know when that truck's coming. The quality of the product from Ridley is high, it's very consistent in what we receive, there's not really any variation from load to load. The only time there will be any variation is when they change an ingredient in the product, and they've already let us know beforehand before that product is delivered, so it's quite good.
At Ridley, there's rigorous checks for every batch of Pasture Beef 15 that is made. We have segregation for all our grain-free products so that you can be assured every load of feed you're getting will be completely grain-free and hit all the specs that we have listed on our spec sheets. We love partnering with setups like Brock, Gavin, Chris have here. You're always going to see healthy animals. They run a really great regenerative pasture program. It makes for a great finished product, so we know that our product is contributing to create a great end product that the Furnesses do really well.
Definitely recommend Ridley's pasture beef pellet to other producers in the Never Ever program. It's good for supplementing your cattle, trying to achieve those better MSA grading results. It's handy to be able to finish off those cattle in winter and put a bit of extra polish on them and get a better result over the hooks.